What's going on, guys? This is Cejaman, and I just want to wish everybody a happy Halloween. It is October 31st, and hope you guys, enjoyed this day. I mean, it seems like Halloween is kind of dying out, at least in my area. It doesn't look like many people do anything anymore, especially kids. You don't really see kids doing any trick-or-treating, or just doesn't seem like really anybody's into this time of year anymore. I am. I love Halloween. I love horror movies, so Halloween is pretty big to me. But today I'm doing a video on my top 5 horror movies. Now, this is my list. These are movies that pretty much creeped me out as a kid, and till this day I still enjoy watching them. First off, I'm going to give my runner-up movies that didn't make the list but that are still pretty creepy and worth mentioning. Paranormal Activity, which was released a few years ago, Part 1. That movie was pretty scary. It was a movie that creeped me out, and I hadn't seen a movie that creeped me out in a long time when this movie came out. So Paranormal Activity didn't make the list, but it was a runner-up. Another one would have to be Stephen King's It. That movie as a kid, the first part, it's a two-parter movie. If you guys haven't seen it, definitely check it out. The first part did creep me out a lot. I mean, the clown is just a scary movie. Definitely recommend you guys check that out. Another one is another Stephen King movie. 2 more are going to be Stephen King movies. One of them is The Shining with Jack Nicholson, and Pet Sematary. Movies that really creeped me out again as a kid, and I think that are worth mentioning. But definitely check those movies out that I just named, because they are really good horror movies. Okay, let's get into the list. So I'm reading off my notes here. So number 5, we're going to start off with number 5 here. Now, this movie was made back in the 70s, and they just released the trilogy on Blu-ray, which I still need to pick up, and that is the Amityville Horror. That movie, as a kid, again, I'm going to keep on saying as a kid, because if you guys know me, I love horror movies. I grew up watching horror movies, and especially as a kid, even though it scared me, I still watched horror movies. Oh, worth mentioning, sorry, I gotta throw this in there. Hellraiser 1 and Hellraiser 2. Had to put those in there. They didn't make the list, but those are movies that are really creepy, and you guys gotta watch them. Anyways, so back to the list. Number 5 is Amityville Horror. A movie that just creeped me the hell out. I mean, it was just one of those creepy movies in the 70s, so you can understand like those movies back then with the music and the screaming and everything. It was just very loud and just in your face. So number 5 is Amityville. I'm not going to really get into detail with the movies, but I'm just going to give you my list, because I'm pretty sure you guys have stuff to do on Halloween. Number 4, you guys might disagree with my list, but hey, it's my list. The Blair Witch. I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, what? But you know what? I saw this movie as a kid, and I remember when the movie was first being released, and when it was released, they were saying the movie was real. So I went to the theaters, and I was scared as hell. And I remember going home and not being able to sleep because all kinds of noises were going on around the house, and I was just freaked out. So Blair Witch Project, and then they eventually announced it was it was fake. It was actors and whatnot. But the Blair Witch Project did scare the crap out of me, and that's one of my favorite horror movies. So that's number 4, The Blair Witch Project. It's one of those found footage movies, so if you guys haven't seen it, definitely check it out. Worth watching. Number 3. Now this one here is a classic. John Carpenter's Halloween. I mean, how can you not put Halloween in your top horror movies? Part 1 was just a creepy movie. It was scary. The music, the tone, just everything about Halloween. It's such a classic horror movie, and this is perfect to watch around this time of year, this time of month. Halloween is just definitely one of those classic horror movies. So yeah, that's number 3, Halloween. Number 2, I was debating on this one with 1 and 2. Like the number 1 and number 2, I was debating on which one was going to make the top list. But number 2 is one of my favorite horror movies, A Nightmare on Elm Street. A Nightmare on Elm Street, directed by Wes Craven, was just a scary movie. Until this day, it's still creepy and it's still good. It still holds its like scariness to this day. It's just, I mean, just a guy who's burnt and sweater and the freaking razor claws, and he gets you in your dreams, and there's nothing you can really do. That's just freaking crazy. So number 2 was A Nightmare on Elm Street. That made my list for top 5 horror movies. Number 1, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people are gonna maybe disagree with me, but I'm pretty sure this one's got to be on a lot of people's list, is The Exorcist. Holy crap, that movie is just, I still get scared watching it, man. I can't, if I watch, let's say I were to watch that movie right now, I'd have to go to sleep tonight with all these lights on because I'd probably freak out. I'm just playing, no, but the movie is my top favorite horror movies, but at the same time, it is scary. The movie is just gruesome. It's violent. It's just got a lot of everything you would want in a horror movie. I think The Exorcist has, and it is just a crazy movie and just scary. If you guys haven't seen The Exorcist, definitely watch it. I mean, it came out in the 70s, and it was one of the scariest movies, or I should say the scariest movie I have ever seen, and to me. But that's my top 5 list, guys. Let me know what your top 5 horror movies are down below in the comments. Let me know what you thought of my top 5. Let me know if you guys saw them, what you guys thought. Just let me know overall what you guys thought of my list, and make sure you put your top 5 down below, because I really want to know what your guys' favorite horror movie, what your favorite horror movies are. And because I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys, a lot of my subscribers love horror movies. Alright guys, this is Cejaman. Hope you guys have a happy Halloween. Wishing you guys a happy Halloween. Pass out candies, guys. Don't let this holiday die out, man, because I'm telling you, in this area, it just seems like nobody's really in the Halloween spirit anymore. So we gotta bring this holiday back up. Yeah, I'm calling it a holiday. So, alright guys, this is Cejaman. Thank you guys for watching my videos. Thanks for subscribing. Thank you. Later.